All right, let's talk about how to improve your hormones, especially for perimenopausal women. Women perimenopausal, what does that mean? That means basically women that are about 10 years before they hit menopause, if they even are going to hit menopause. Not all women do hit menopause. Average age a woman goes through menopause is 51 right now. So if you're in your 40s, it's likely maybe that you'll hit menopause, maybe you won't. Now, most people that have unhealthy lifestyles, sedentary lifestyles, they do hit it earlier. Also, if you have longer periods, then it's more likely that you hit menopause early. But that's just the study that was done. But I want to talk about real quick about the three most effective ways to improve your hormones for perimenopausal women. So you guys can see my screen, right? Yeah? Yeah. All right, cool, cool. Thank you, Shana. Um, so the first one is menopausal hormone therapy. Now, this is where you basically, as a woman in her 40s, and this kind of applies to guys too, but for men at the age of 25, our testosterone starts going down 1 or 2% every year, which is kind of like a compound effect. It's very gradual. So it's not like you really instantly feel it. With women, when you're 40, your estradiol type estrogen starts going down. And that's something you do feel a lot more faster because it goes down faster than testosterone goes down for men. Now, it also, the decline of your hormones will get accelerated by your lifestyle. I mean, if you do not exercise, if you do not drink water, if you do not eat protein, then it also is going to accelerate. But if you take care of your lifestyle, it could just be that your estradiol type estrogen, which is basically the testosterone for women, that will go down and then you hit menopause. Now, menopause hormone therapy is basically where you replace those declining hormones with a synthetic version. So basically, if you're losing estradiol type estrogen naturally, then you'll just replace it by injecting yourself. And, it can be effective. Hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, and it's available in patches, pills, creams, or pellets. Um, it does have some side effects. It's not suitable for everyone. You really do have to get your blood work done often. Um, it could may increase the risk of certain cancers, blood clots, and all that. And that's because, you're really injecting yourself with a synthetic form of estradiol type estrogen. So it's basically like the most sledgehammer type approach you can do. Um, but there's one big caveat that none of these methods have. Now, the second method is prescription medications. A lot of times, doctors will prescribe like antidepressants or epilepsy drugs. Um, and that will really target symptoms like sleep issues or anxiety, but they don't really address the root causes. So, and it's a prescription medication, Of course, it's going to have side effects. Of course, it's going to have interactions with other medications. So, if you cannot take hormone therapy, which honestly I wouldn't even recommend, but let's say you want to go that route, but you cannot do it, then that's another alternative. But what I would do personally is going the adaptogen route, making lifestyle changes, the more of a holistic approach. Now, adaptogens, is ashwagandha, maca, reishi, rhodiola, holy basil. I just took holy basil in my yogurt right now. Men can take adaptogens too. It's really not just for women. Um, but what it does is it works with your body to bring your body back to a homeostasis. It's more of a long term, but it's all natural. So, for instance, Siberian ginseng will boost your energy and reduce your fatigue, right? But that's something that you take. It's a powder. You put it in your protein shake or you put it in something in your tea or whatever, and then you drink it every single day. And that really helps you with your hormone health. It's not like a sledgehammer approach. Now, the thing is, whether or not you go with menopause hormone therapy or you go prescription medications or you do adaptogens and lifestyle changes, I think if you're seeing this video or if you're watching this in the replay, you're watching this right here, you already know like adaptogens and healthy lifestyle changes, that's where it's at. Like that's what you want, right? Because it's natural. It's literally you're taking herbs that are from nature. But what's one thing that none of these methods have? That is that none of them build lean mass. None of them build muscle. And you always want to build muscle. If you're not building muscle right now, you are dying. You are going to die, a very slow death. And that's just what it is. I know that sounds really harsh, But old people that fall down, that don't build muscle, they break hips, they break bones, they tear ligaments off, and then they complain, and then they complain, and then they complain, and then they watch Fox News or CNN, and they get all crazy, and turn into old way ladies with fly swatters, and just have to hire people to get their socks changed and all that. What you can also do is just build muscle. And that's what is the most important thing that is often not talked about when it comes to hormone health. We're always looking for the quick fix. We're always looking for, like I said, with my client that went to her doctor and her doctor prescribed testosterone right away. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, is it bad? I mean, it can help, but what about the lifestyle part? What about the exercise part? You can, it's like for women who are often bloated, if you literally just sit down for 5 minutes and do nothing for 5 minutes after finishing your meal, then you will, for 80% of women, will reduce bloating just by doing that. But what do we do? What do we do as a society? We get pills, powders, potions to reduce the bloat. We get on different diets. We think there's something wrong with us. No, it's just our behavior. So, anyway, um, the most prevalent thing that you want to do is focus on your lifestyle in regards to lifting weight, strength training 3, 4 times a week. Don't intermittent fast. Eat protein consistently. Don't just have a meal without protein. It baffles my mind when I see women. They say they want to lose weight and they're eating food that has no protein. It's 2025. I mean, do these women even have iPhones? I don't even remember. Like, do they have a driver's license? How are you not eating protein with every single meal? Anyway, everybody's a good person. Praise the Lord and all that stuff. But your workouts are the eternal elixir of your workouts are going to give you the most amount of hormone optimization that you will ever get. So, another one's manage stress through daily movement, hitting 10,000 steps. Avoid excessive cardio because that raises cortisol even higher. Get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Um, and also another one, eat before and after workouts within 60 minutes. Especially women, you want to have that breakfast. Now, supplement wise, creatine, vitamin D, omega 3s, magnesium, chlorophyll. I know we talked about these often. Just a quick recap, creatine, everybody should be taking creatine. They did a study where, used to the recommended dose used to be 5 grams. I mean, there's studies now that say that you can take 20 grams and be fine. It actually improves your concentration. It fights depression. It's good for your mental clarity, reduces brain fog. Um, Vitamin D, bone density, immune support, mood regulation. And then omega 3s will fight inflammation. Magnesium, you already know that. We talked about that often. But chelated magnesium glycinate is really good for sleep, reduces anxiety too. And, magnesium is one of those things, it supports 300 bodily functions. So it's just, if you don't take magnesium, you're missing out. And this is the thing, like, I hear people complain, just men and women, just, oh, this hurts. Oh, I can't work out because it hurts so much. And it's like, are you even eating vegetables? Are you even drinking water? Um, the answer is always you. You are always your own worst enemy. Now, first off, if you're at a total beginner, then get your calories and your protein right. But then start focusing on the quality of nutrients. And that's a lifelong game. Start focusing on the quality of your nutrients. You're always going to find better nutrients. You're always going to find better ingredients. So, um, that is what's going to give you that vigor so that you can put the intensity into your workouts. Now, the reason why the holistic approach works best is because it works with your body. You're not dependent on synthetic hormones or medications. And the best thing about, strength training, taking adaptogens, taking holistic supplements is that you're addressing the root causes instead of just masking the symptoms. And that's huge. That's not sexy though. Like if I put a video out and I run a Facebook ad that says, "Hi, join my coaching program where we address the root causes and not just mask the symptoms." Everybody's going to say, "F you. Why don't you jump off? Why don't you jump in a river? Nobody likes you." But in reality, everybody knows that that's what needs to be done. It's making it a lifestyle first. So it's human nature to want the quick fix. It's human nature to think that something's wrong with us. It's also human nature to think that we just need like one more piece of information. We just need one more thing that we're not doing right. We need one listen. Let me just listen to one more podcast. Let me just watch one more video. Or maybe the secret's in this video. You already know everything. Every single person on this call knows everything. And I know everybody watching the replay knows everything as well. You already know that strength training provides the long-term benefits, stronger bones, functional muscle, metabolic health, and it's sustainable. And you know you need to do it. So also it builds resilience and it's the ultimate stress relief in the world. So yeah, it empowers you to manage your own health, systematically. So can you get on more menopause hormone therapy? Yeah, but I literally have a client. She's in California. She got on menopause hormone therapy. She's been on it, and it honestly didn't really do that much for her. And then she went to my herbalist, and now with her herbalist, she's starting to lose weight. So what did my herbalist do? Literally just told her to take chlorophyll, which I've been saying for, 30 years, 50 years, and I'm only 42. Um, but, it was one of those like husband trainer effects where the husband tells the wife that she needs to eat an apple, and the wife is like, rolling her eyes. And then the wife hires a trainer for like $1,000 a month. And the trainer says, you know what you should do? And the woman's like, what? And the trainer says, you should eat an apple. And the wife rushes home in her Tesla Model X. She speeds over the freeway and she rushes home, opens the door, leaves the door open, rushes to her husband. And her husband says, what's wrong? Is everything okay? She says, yeah, guess what my trainer just told me? The husband's like, what? He said that I need to eat an apple. I'm going to eat all the apples. We need to get apples. And the husband's like, I've been telling you that for 20 years. But sometimes we just need to hear it from a different source. So I'm kind of just saying that because I feel like everything I'm saying right here, I've already said 10 million times. But it's not about that you need to hear it, just that you need to be reminded of it. So I wanted to talk about hormones, but it's kind of a slippery slope because when you talk about hormones, we're gonna talk questions and all that in a little bit right now. When I run an ad on hormones on Facebook and Instagram, I get a lot of victims. I get a lot of like women who are saying, "Oh, this is me. I can't." Whereas if I talk about being a good role model for your kids, or if I talk about solutions, hey, here's how to actually incorporate strength training into your routine, then I get the women who actually roll up their sleeves, like the rosy derivators. So a lot of times, making a segue real quick, if you hear the word like how to optimize your hormones, you should already know, you should internally, you should think, I already know how to. I'll still listen, but I already know how to because there never, ever, ever, ever is a quick fix. The closest thing to a quick fix, if I were to right now say or do a poll in my stories and say, what do you think is the closest thing to a quick fix in the fitness industry? Most people would say it's Ozempic. Most people would say it's semaglutide Ozempic, but it's not because what are you going to do when you get off Ozempic? You're going to get your cravings to come back. You didn't build make it a lifestyle. You're going to gain it all back and your digestion is ruined. Closest thing to a quick fix, the absolute closest thing is going for walks. Because new studies, brand new studies, have shown that actually walks age you in reverse. They keep you young. People who get 10,000 steps every single day, they on average look 15 years younger than people who don't. That's about as closest thing to a quick fix. Because then the reason I say that because it's so simple. I mean, if you can't walk, then ugh, take the escalators, I guess. Um, all right. Anyway, everybody's a good person, and also, yeah, you know, I like I like long walks on the beach and all that. But yeah, let's go over. Does anybody have any questions? Let's see. I wasn't even looking at the Zoom. Does this make sense, guys? Does anybody want to share any wins? And by the way, uh, sometimes I just get a little frustrated with just how, yeah, you probably, maybe you have it in your job too, where you deal with people and it's just like all you hear is excuses. Actually, let's talk about that. Do you guys ever do that? Do you guys ever have that with your job where you talk, where you deal with people and all they have is excuses? Anybody? Or is it just me? Yeah? You want to share? Like, what's the worst excuse you ever heard? And actually, I'm not even talking about my clients. I'm talking about doctors now. Doctors are quacks, some of them. Anybody want to share? No? Yes? Claudia looks like she's trying to unmute. No? All right. Um, all right. It's there we go.
Hey guys,
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
my earphone doesn't work. I get that with students.
What do they say? With students?
With students having excuses for, not getting their work done or not doing the work and then they want extra credit. And I'm like, you didn't even do the main work. Why would you get extra credit? So always, good job. They always do want shortcuts. And um, it's like, well, just do the real work. So you don't need to do any extra or,
Yeah.
extra credit. Um, so yeah, every semester is the same. Trying to catch up at the end and try to find easy.
Yeah. So they actually did a study, and this was kind of a controversial study, but it was in an African village somewhere in Ethiopia, I believe. And it was a very controversial study. Like it's kind of crazy, but they had a little village in Africa, and they had, I believe, 1,000 people or a hundred or 1,000, and they gave 80% of them. No, I'm sorry. They gave everybody the same amount of money every single month for a couple months. Then they gave, for a couple months in a row, they gave everybody the same amount of opportunity. And then if for a couple months in a row, for like 3 months in a row, they gave everybody the same amount of education. So first it was money, then it was opportunity, like work opportunity, then it was education. And every single month, it came out that there was a top 20%, the 20% who actually took action, and then there was the 80% who just didn't do anything with it, or they were worse off, or they spent all their money, or anything like that. And every month they tried to make it better. They tried to like make that 20% bigger, and it just always came out to the 80/20 rule. So the 80/20 rule is double, has a double message. First off, it's that of all the people, you know, if you want to be successful, look at what everybody's doing and do the complete opposite, especially in fitness, especially with weight loss. Because what is everybody doing? Everybody's dieting, cutting calories like crazy, getting on quick fixes, doing Ozempic, all that stuff, right? Um, and social media doesn't help either. Because if you go on social media, especially with fitness, you only see the highlights. I don't know about you, but I get bombarded with business coaches that flex their Lamborghini and all flex their lifestyle, or realtors even that flex their amazing lifestyle. But even if they have that lifestyle, they're not showing what it took to get there. So comparison is the thief of joy, like Benjamin Franklin says. But right now, social media is really exacerbating the problem where success is not for everyone. Success is for those who are willing to become the version that is going to attract that success. And success is not what you get. Success is what you attract by the person you become. So I think, the biggest thing. And that's why the success rate in general is very low. And even if, like, for instance, everybody knows how to lose weight. Why is everybody not doing it? Because you actually have to do it. And that's why you guys are here. You guys are here to put in action. You guys are here to take responsibility. And it's hard. You're going to fall off. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have days where you want to quit. And this is what I'm about to say is going to sound super cliche. But it's so true. And I used to roll my eyes when I saw this saying on a meme and all that. But that is that your future self is begging you not to quit. Your future self is begging you not to quit. And actually, um, I saw this quote and I took a snapshot because I wanted to save it for the live call. And it's a quote from Ernest Hemingway. And he said, the hardest lesson that he had to learn as an adult is the relentless need to keep going no matter how broken he felt inside. I mean, we've all been there. We've all felt like we can't go on anymore. But you have to keep going. Um, Life doesn't stop when we are exhausted, when our hearts are shattered, or when our spirits feel threadbare. It keeps moving, unyielding, indifferent, and demanding that we keep pace. There is no pause button for grief, no intermission for healing, no moment where the world gently steps aside and allows us to mend. Life expects us to carry our burdens in silence, to push forward despite the weight of all we carry inside. And the cruelest part is that no one really prepares us for this. As children, we are fed stories of resilience wrapped in neat, hopeful endings, tales where pain has purpose and every storm clears to reveal a bright horizon. But adulthood strips away these comforting illusions. It teaches us that survival is rarely poetic. More often than not, it's about showing up when you'd rather disappear, smiling through pain no one sees, and carrying on despite feeling like you're unraveling from the inside out. And yet, somehow, we persevere. That's the quiet miracle of being human. Even when life is relentless, even when hope feels distant, we keep moving. We stumble, we break, we fall to our knees, but we get up. And in doing so, we uncover a strength we never knew we had. We learn to comfort ourselves in the way we wish others would. We become the voice of reassurance we once searched for. Slowly, we realize that resilience isn't always about grand acts of bravery. Sometimes it's just a whisper to keep going. Yes, it is exhausting, it's unfair, and there are days when the weight of it all feels unbearable. But every small step forward is proof that we haven't given up, that we are still fighting, still holding on, still refusing to let the darkness consume us. That quiet defiance, choosing to exist, to try, to hope, is the bravest thing we can do. So I read that quote. It was like, damn, that's a good one right there. So true. But here's the deal. If that resonated with you, then you have to realize if you've never been through tough times, then it's either coming or you're soft. If you really think about it, look at Paris Hilton. With all due respect to Paris Hilton, she was raised in a rather soft, she was kind of fed, hand spooned, or was it spoon fed everything? I don't know how she's doing now. But imagine you're a millionaire and you have kids and you give your kids everything. The struggles that it took for you to become a millionaire, they're not being taught that. I mean, if I was a millionaire and I had kids, I'd probably just be like, yeah, you're not getting anything. You got to build your own, maybe a little bit, but I don't know. So struggles make you tough, and that's what's going to give you that thick skin. So the future self, your future self is begging you to keep moving forward. And that's like, yeah, very true. Because it's always darkest before dawn, and you're always 6 feet away from gold or 6 inches away from gold. Anyway, enough with the cliches. Preeti asked a question. How long should it take to complete 10,000 steps a day, and do they need to be continuous? That's a good question. How long should it take to complete 10,000 steps a day? Um, this sounds really funny, but it kind of depends on how long your legs are. Because if the longer your legs are, the longer it takes to take a step. But if you have short legs, then it takes longer, less. But usually 45 minutes to hour and 15. So usually anywhere from 45 to 75 minutes. It could be 90 minutes. They do not need to be continuous. No, not at all. In fact, it's better if they're not. I mean, in a perfect world, in an absolutely perfect world, you break your 10,000 steps up like 2,000 steps every 3 hours, you know, or every 2 hours. So what I personally do is as soon as I wake up, I go for about 2,500 steps. Then I go work, etc. Then I walk after my meal. It's another 2,500. Then I walk after my next meal. It's another 2,500. And then throughout the day, I will have gotten my other 2,500 in. So usually that's what I do during my workout or something like that. But frequent walks are a lot better than one big walk at a time. Way better. So um, you always want to feel like you always want to be moving, right? If you sit down for a long time, like you want to get to a point where even just a 3 hour airplane ride is like, oh, damn, can't sit still. because that means like you're always kind of fidgeting, you're always moving. Like that's my couch right there. I can't even sit on it for, I can't even watch movies anymore. It's very hard for me to watch movies. I have to split it up in two. I'm like, yeah, I can't sit down for that long. That's where you want to get to. It's going to take a while. Um, but if you're always feeling like, yeah, I got to move, I got to move, I got to move, that's a life change. But then you're going to be burning so many more calories throughout the day. So, yo, does anybody else have any question? Oh, I'm sorry. Is there an age at which it is too late to start strength training or at which you are likely to hurt yourself more than benefit from it? No, absolutely not. So it's another good question. Is there an age at which it is too late to start strength training? So whenever somebody asks me this, I kind of sense it like it's coming from an area of thinking that strength training is harsh and iron and chalk and loud noises and metal music and all that. Strength training can literally be you standing up from the couch and sitting back down for 10 times. Strength training is you building strength. Now, what is not strength training? Strength training is not cycling. It's not walking. It's not elliptical machine. It's not even like jump rope, really. Strength training is you moving your body through space and eventually lifting weight. But if you check my stories for today, the client that I was training today, I have her do body weight rows. That's also strength training. It's actually really good strength training. So it's never too late. Everybody needs to do it. And where I live right here in Arkansas, there's a Hot Springs Village. It's about 20 minutes away. It's one of the biggest retirement, well, it's not a retirement community, but it's one of the biggest gated communities, gated communities with a whole bunch of elderly people that live there. And you see them, they don't do much. They don't deadlift 500 pounds, but they move every day. That's how and a lot of them live to 90, 100, 110. Because once you lose it, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, if you don't use it, you lose it. That's what I'm trying to say. If you don't use it, you lose it. Motion is lotion. The minute you stop, the minute you retire is usually when you die. Then you just start going down slowly. And you hear that often. People who were busy all their lives and then they just retire, they just get sedentary, they get comfortable. I've seen that with clients too. They were looking forward to their retirement and they said, "Oh yeah, Friday, this date at 3 p.m. I'm gonna get off, and then at 3:30, I'm gonna be at home. And I'm gonna put my feet on the couch." And then 3 months later, oh man, they were so out of shape. They let it all go. Comfort is like dying a slow death. Anyway, um, anybody else have any questions? I'm kind of on a cut myself. I'm trying to lose like not so much weight. I just want to get really shredded because if you take videos of yourself, you notice like how your face gets chubby. But anyway, so what I'm doing to cut is I'm not eating my homemade protein bars anymore, and uh, actually that's just that. I'm eating everything else, but that's saving me like 300 calories a day. So sometimes that's all it takes, just a couple calories. Vidi, you got questions or are you texting?
Yeah, I have a
Oh,
question. So I wanted to ask if, because right now I'm still taking the herbalist
yeah.
capsules and supplements. So is it okay if take I know he gives me magnesium, but I still have some trouble sleeping. Can I take more of a different type? Is that okay?
Yeah, actually, here's what I recommend. Um, oh wait, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, you see, all right, Google now, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um, Kino Body, and I've been using this, not this. I've been using Kino Sleep. It doesn't have melatonin. I
Okay.
really like it. Now, what this has is it has magnesium, glycinate, which is another 300 milligrams, but it has a combination. You can't really see it here, but It has a combination of theanine, calcium, vitamin B, and 5-HTP. And just mixing it all together, I am sleeping really well. So I would go for this. I'll put the link to buy this. Give me one second. Yeah, I'll put the link to buy this in the chat of the Zoom.
Okay.
There's that. What else are you doing for sleep?
Oh, I was gonna show you. Well, because I have this one. I think Lucrecia recommended this one. I think she got it from you. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's magnesium, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's magnesium.
Purely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's
So
good.
I think it kind of has the same things that the one you just showed.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I was just like, because I know, because it's a lot that I'm taking from the herbalist. I'm like, is it safe to take additional?
yeah, it's a lot of pills, but
Yeah,
how are you feeling though with that?
I'm feeling better. I am feeling better.
Yeah.
My energy is really good. So it's just a sleep here and there, that sorry.
When
It's just my sleep here and there that doesn't I keep waking up in the middle of the night.
and in regards to sleep, like, do you keep waking up in the middle of the night?
Yes.
Like, do you know what time that is or no?
Um, I mean, I try not to look at the
Yeah, yeah,
clock, yeah, but well, last night, like I didn't fall asleep till like 2. Like I
yeah,
was just tossing and turning, and then I had to wake up early for the gym. So I'm like, it was a rough day today.
yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So the there's a lot of things you can do. You can look at your sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene being, pitch black room. Try to sleep when it's like anywhere from 67 to 69 degrees. Um, Make sure it's super quiet. But outside of that, stop drinking any water 3 hours before you go to bed.
Hmm.
You can, what I've been doing too. Oh, and this is another thing. Um, there's a tart cherry juice that has a ton of magnesium in it or melatonin in it. And I have it here. Um, I'll post the link right now in the chat. Tart cherry Montmorency. Yeah, Montmorency. Tart cherry Montmorency. Um, Here's one that I would try. This is all natural. Okay, and Shayna, real quick, when should you take the magnesium? I take it with my last meal. My last meal is yogurt. I like to take it with dairy. I feel like it absorbs better, but it doesn't really matter. You can also take it before going to sleep. She just left. So anyway, Shayna, if you're watching the replay, and everybody, when should you take the magnesium? Before bed. I like to take it like an hour or 2 hours before bed because you're still going to take it with water, and you don't want to drink water before going to bed because then you have to use restrooms. So that's why. But if you feel like the magnesium hits you hard, then take it closer to bed. So, but yeah, before bed. Um, and the link that I just posted in the chat, if you go there, it's a Montmorency tart cherry that helps you produce natural melatonin. So it doesn't have melatonin, but it brings out the melatonin in your body. But if you don't want capsules, you can also drink it. But that Montmorency, if you click on that link, that that's the most potent tart cherry. Now, outside of that, holy basil seeds, that really helps. Um, I would start there.
Okay, thanks. I mean, I do take the holy basil seeds.
Okay, take that. You got the
Mm-hmm.
magnesium. Um, what about caffeine? How often do you take caffeine?
No, I
Never.
don't do caffeine. No,
Never. Okay.
no.
How are right now all your overall stress levels, would you say? A scale of 1 to 10.
Um, let's see. I would say A 6, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the only thing that I would try as well, aside from the tart cherry and the Kino sleep, is before you go to bed. So brush your teeth, get ready for bed, but then go outside for like 10 minutes and just literally just sit in a chair outside for 10 minutes. Just let, I know it sounds woo woo, but just let nature calm you down. That's been really helping for me.
Okay.
Because a lot of times, and also no screens an hour before bed, right? Is it like, do you do that or?
Um, I don't do screens. If I do, I have the glasses. I don't know if it's really if they really
Yeah.
work, but I really don't do screens at night either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try those supplements and let's see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Um, boop, boop, boop. Everybody else, you guys are good. Bruce and Joy, are you guys good? Or is that Joy? Or is it Bruce? I don't know. Yeah, I guess you guys are good. All right.
I'm
For
sorry. Yes, we're doing well. Thank you.
Bruce, are you gonna work out tomorrow?
Uh, I don't know. I might. I've got to go back to Little Rock again. So, if I do, it'll be in the morning.
Um, is this because of the Amazon outage?
No, no, no. I've got things I've got going.
Oh,
Work.
Your computer
Oh, my computer.
work.
Oh, just I had to be there all day today, and then I had a board meeting and stuff, and I had to get some computer work done and
right.
to do a bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah, t take this as an opportunity then to kind of just like relax your muscle, I guess,
Yeah, I will. I
glass
will.
half full.
Glass half full today was that way. So that was
Okay.
what it was. But I'll probably get in and do something in the morning tomorrow.
All right. All right. Awesome. Well, we'll see you soon then. Um, cool. Everybody else is good? Janelle, you're good?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, and I apologize because I'm driving, but so as you know, I picked up running a little while back. But I've also been weight training in the interim, but I also kind of paused the running because I didn't want to mess up the weight training with high volumes of running. So a win is, I guess, I've been going to the gym a lot more than before. So my question is, I still want to continue to incorporate the running because it's become a huge stress reliever for me. And I don't know when to do that. So I know I have rest days, obviously, where like today I didn't go to the gym.
Yeah.
Should I be running and then how much of it? I have a 5K on Saturday, so I probably, typically I don't work out Friday, but I'll work out Saturday. So I'm just trying to figure out like when do I incorporate more of the high volume cardio, more
Yeah.
running, when I'm, also trying to contradict myself and gain muscle.
Yeah. The most important thing, when it comes to running and keeping your muscle alive, is altijd, altijd, I'm speaking Dutch here, is always getting enough protein in. That's the most important thing. Now, we used to think, us fitness people, that running kills muscle, and it does. It does. But as long as if you're going to run and lift weight, your recovery and your nutrition becomes even that much more important. Because here you are lifting weight, damaging your muscle, and then you're going to go run, which damages your muscle as well. So, you have to make sure you get enough protein in. Now, for you, that's going to be like 120 grams ish, which is not hard. That's, doable. I would look into supplementation as well. Amino acids if you can, um, creatine for sure, and listen to your body. But so that's one thing. Getting enough protein in is huge. When should you fit it in? You want to cut into a rhythm. Now, when it comes to weightlifting, if you're often traveling and all that stuff, you might just lift weight like here and there. But usually, people that lift weight and they're strong and they really make progress, they have a rhythm. So they go Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or whatever, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or what I usually do is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That's what I usually do. And if I skip a day, then I feel it right away. But if you're going to start incorporating running, I would have your running days on the same days of the week. So your body kind of knows to expect, like, all right, today, like for instance, Claudia, she does hill sprints. She does them every Friday. Yeah, right. My name's Ron Burgundy. Friday, she does hill sprints. If you do hill sprints every Friday, you like on Thursday at 2 p.m., you're already like, oh, tomorrow I'm doing hill sprints. That really works on your mental. So I feel like this is not often talked about, but having that regularity, that rhythm, will overcome a lot of the downsides of doing too much, if that makes sense. So, um, what is your schedule right now, or is it kind of all over the place? Is it?
Sorry, I was trying to unmute.
Yeah.
So right now I'm going to the gym on Mondays, Wednesday, Thursdays, sometimes Saturdays, just because of the schedule. But I'm driving home from work, so I just started going back. And so I plan to keep the 5 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I haven't really incorporated the running yet. So I'm thinking maybe just Tuesday, Friday. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's where I'm a little conflicted. Thursday, Friday, um or Saturday, Sunday, depending if whether or not I'm gonna be lifting on the weekend.
So you're gonna lift Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tuesday and Saturday would be good for running.
Okay. And then Friday rest day
Yeah. Or,
or something else.
I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
ambitious. So that's what I would stick with. That's what I would start with, and then I
Okay.
would take it from there.
Okay.
Yeah, but lots of protein. Yeah, let's
I've
get
been
that.
doing better. Yeah.
Well, when in doubt, protein powder or whatever, eggs. I mean, with all due respect, like 120 grams is really not hard. It's pretty easy.
I've actually, just to share a little bit, I've been doing a protein shake, and then my because I'm starting to go back to work, I need something easy and fast. I started hard boiling my eggs in advance, and in the morning I'll make a egg salad kind of, but I'll make it more like a morning breakfasty. So I'll add an apple in there, and I'll mix it together with some avocado and some like lemon pepper just to give it a little flavor. And then
Yeah,
I'll chop up some what did I do this morning? Carrots, apple, bell pepper, and I forgot what else. There was like one more vegetable. Oh, spinach, just kind of chopped up, and I mixed it all up, and that was my breakfast. Super
yeah,
easy.
and it tastes good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, real food always wins. The only downside of real food is that it takes more effort. That's the only downside. But other than that, not
That's
really.
true.
Other than that, really, it's real food always wins, always. Yeah, that's good. All right,
By the
guys.
way, talking about food.
Yeah.
Oh, so talking about food, there's my meal prep for tomorrow.
Oh man, are those the pizzas? Are those pizzas?
Well, this is dinner for Andy. I'm waiting for him to finish his homework. But
Damn.
and then getting ready. Yeah, as Janelle was saying, these are the mini pancakes that I make here for tomorrow because I don't want to be rushing, and so I make extra
Nice.
just to
That's
have it ready
broccoli.
as broccoli.
What are the pancakes
Yeah.
made out of?
What are the pancakes made of?
Yeah.
The pancakes have yeah, they have banana, egg, the protein powder, this one,
Mmm.
oats, a little bit of yogurt. I used to put a lot, like a half a cup, and that's too much. So I'm just doing like a spoon,
Damn.
like a tablespoon. So, yeah, and And yeah, and they're perfect size for the kids.
Yeah.
And then these two of these pizzas have about 12, no, 12 grams of protein, 12 to 14, I think.
Yeah. And how many
Yeah,
calories per pizza?
I don't know.
No, but so Claudia's told me this before, but those are the Ezekiel muffins that she makes them on.
Yeah, yeah, these are well, those are the Dave killers, one of those.
Oh, Dave's
I
Killer?
get
Yeah.
them, yeah, sometimes I get those.
That's
Um,
awesome.
the multigrain. Yeah, and then I put the protein powder on the pizza sauce. So
Yeah.
that's why the protein.
Yeah. Unflavored protein powder, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. You should become an online fitness coach. I no, actually, shoot. Target teachers. Um, all right, guys, cool. I got another call coming up in like 9 minutes, but if you guys need anything, let me know. Reach out to me. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share the Google Doc as well. So I'm about to send the replay out. By the way, Bruce, if you're on, did you get the replay last week? Because some of you get you said you didn't get the replay. I don't know if you're still here, but I'll give it like 5 seconds. No, not everybody got the replay last week.
I didn't.
You
No.
didn't?
Mm-mm.
That's weird. Okay. I'm about to send the replay out. I mean, it takes like 20 minutes to upload and all that. So you should get it in probably like an hour or so. So if you don't have it by tonight, just send me a message and let me fix that. There was message, but no replay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had an issue last week where it was not pasting it right. All right, cool.
We didn't get it either, Michael.
No, I
We
didn't
did.
get it. All
Yeah.
right. All right, I'll make sure I send it or mail it, whatever. Send an email out. I'll send you the Google Doc as well. All right, guys, cool. Thank you for showing up. And if you need anything, let me know. Just message me, all right, on the app or just text me and have an awesome night. All right. Have a great night. We'll see you guys